I don't think it's person specific anymore. I think just like anytime I see people doing things, I'm always gonna feel bad about myself. I was just like laying on the floor for like half an hour maybe, just talking to myself. Consensus, beaner, faggot, tranny, junkie. No one calls me this stuff actually. I call it myself that. Um, I I don't know. I just feel like constantly feel like I'm gonna get nowhere because people are doing things right now when I'm not doing anything, and people are gonna be doing things afterwards because of that stuff that I'm not gonna be doing. I'm in this weird position of like everything. I don't even know how to talk about all that I was talking about before to myself. I get this weird feeling that there's always something under my bed. I never know what it is, but I always feel like there's something there listening to everything I'm saying. I'm kind of disappointed I looked under my bed at the end of that rant and saw nothing there. Because I never really have people to talk to about this stuff. I'm like a beaner and a greaser, but I'm white, so it doesn't really do anything. Faggot, but I'm also born a guy, so everyone just defaults me as straight and never sees any other way of it. It's like all the guys like girls, all the girls like girls, all the girls are becoming guys, and all the guys love masculinity. So like, no one's ever gonna think anything different of me. And, like, I call myself a junkie a lot. I'm a druggie. I haven't. My big thing was like in April though, and it lasted about a week, and it was prescription. Prescription abuse is a real thing, but people don't talk about it at all. It's always overlooked. So like I never get taken seriously when I talk about this stuff. So I haven't talked about it to a lot of people, but yeah, they never take it seriously. Heck, if I talked about this to a shrink, they wouldn't take it seriously. My last shrink didn't take me seriously, and I hate psychiatrists, and I don't want a therapist. I hate all these types of people, and I don't want to see them again. But I have to see another one like this month, maybe in like a week or so. I don't remember when I have to see one. They're in Jacksonville. I never get the same one. It's always a different person every time I see one. So I never get like just one who can just keep listening. It's always someone who has to have a fully new opinion on stuff, and they always just overlook me. Last time I didn't even get to say anything to any of them. They did all the talking. I got no point across. If I ask them anything, they're not gonna take it seriously. No one ever does. Honestly, I feel like because of the fact it only lasted about like 2 weeks, maybe something like that, with my weird prescription abuse stuff. That like because it was so early, it felt a bit easier to get off. Like it did take some trying, but it was pretty quick. So I think it's because of that it doesn't feel like I actually got out of it. It feels more like my brain just stopped thinking about it and my mind is just distracted from it. So because it's not really being fully attempted off of it, it's more like not a week goes by without me thinking of taking them again. Because these things don't do what they're supposed to do. They do the exact wrong things to do. They act like a real drug. They really feel like an actual drug. And they don't help with tics at all. I have several other problems I want to talk to a shrink about. Like, not just I have tics. Like, figure out, like, ADHD and autism, maybe. Like, am I borderline personality disorder? Am I a bipolar? So many people thought I'm bipolar. Even I've thought it a lot. I think I am, and I've been seeing things, so I call myself schizo. I wouldn't say schizo is short for schizophrenic. I'd say it's based off that, but it can also just mean seeing things or going crazy. I like to call myself schizo just because I don't think I have schizophrenia. I'm pretty sure I don't. It doesn't sound like the common descriptions of it from real people. When I keep seeing things, they feel different, and I've talked about it a lot, and like all the things happened around all of those things, and the way the things I saw actually felt and what they were like. And my friends were talking about it, and a common thing that causes this is actually bipolar disorder. And a lot of their middle school, my friends said I was bipolar. I would act so happy. They say one thing, I'm cussing them out, and then I don't speak to them for the rest of the day. Not true. Like, half the class. I don't know where any of this is coming from. I feel like it's just I see people doing things, and suddenly I'm gonna be talking to myself for an hour about how much of a disappointment I am. I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere in life. I might become an ODer in the future. Who knows what happens to me? A lot of people are having cool opportunities and experiences right now, and then they're gonna go to college and have cool careers. Meanwhile, I'm stuck at home all day. I talk about my horrible home life, and when I'm at the trauma table during lunch with my friends, they're all like, "Oh yeah, you have it the worst." But one of them actually has PTSD, and I'm the only thing I feel at my parents is anger, not fear. My trauma does not feel like trauma. I do not have it that bad. You guys need to know that. Let me worry about myself. Everything is terrible over here. If I showed you guys anything, if you really saw what it was like over here, you'd say I'm overreacting. Oh, I'm poor and I hate being poor, and what comes of it? You go downstairs, everything's pristine, white, gold, everything. Say I got a horrible relationship with my parents, but then you see my father, he's acting all nice all the time, a hug every time I see him downstairs. My mother's... I don't even know what to describe my mother. It's on and off with her, honestly. My father is a fucking manipulator, though. I was supposed to be doing sit-ups, though. I usually do sit-ups like every night before taking a shower. Which kind of started in the 7th grade out of insecurity. Now that I think about it. And not a lot of people talked to me in 7th grade. Or through like a lot of middle school. So when I got like a compliment one time about my arms by like these cool sports guys, I was like, I will just do push-ups up like 20 to 30 push-ups every day. And then after a while, I went back to gender questioning again, like I did in the 6th grade, and I don't want to be a guy anymore. So I stopped doing push-ups because I realized they make my arms too masculine. That's why I wear long sleeves all the time, and I show no skin whatsoever. My socks go all the way up here because I don't want to see anything if I'm like tying my shoe or something. I don't want to see anything at all. I don't want others seeing anything. So now I just do sit-ups because I'm also scared of my metabolism, because so far I got great metabolism. My family even talks about that a lot. However, my family notoriously does not have good metabolism. So I don't know if I'm lucky or if I'm on a free trial for childhood. So in general, I'm very ill all the time anyway, so I should probably cut the sugar before metabolism starts doing its thing, just because it'd make me generally internally healthier as well, because I get sick a lot. So, should really be changing things for like a lot of other reasons too. Um, wow, we've only been here 9 minutes. That's actually surprising. I would have thought this was way longer. By the time I've gotten this much information out, it'd be like a 30-minute session here. But yeah. It's weird to be a Hispanic and be white, because no one ever believes you when you say you're Hispanic. And being gender questioning, it's weird how I came to terms with that, like, towards the end of last year. because then it feels so abrupt. But I always just say it's because, well, I told myself this. No one else ever asks. I don't know. I would just say it's because I finally found people accepting of this, but even they don't often use the correct name or pronoun. It means nothing. But I started questioning in 6th grade because I didn't like being a guy or all of the things that came with it. But I never came to terms with it because I thought the only option was being trans, and I thought that was a bit too far being a girl. So I didn't do that. And honestly, I kind of wish I was born a girl, but I don't want to turn into one. I also really want a child, but that's weird because I want to not be a guy and be more neutral, and also like the idea of being born a girl. I've considered, like, distant future, full adult, living on my own. I could possibly just get surgery if I really think about it. I'm not just gonna. I'd have to really think about it, but then I realize I can't have a child if I do that. Because, like, I don't want to be the last to my name, but here's the thing. I'm probably going to be. I think I'm gonna remain loveless. You know? It's probably what's gonna happen. Honestly, the person I thought I liked before, I'm thinking about it more, and I think I might have just liked the idea of the person. Liked that person a lot, but I also liked a lot of aspects of them that before I realized I liked them, I would still think about a lot. And before that, had like slight envy of this person, all the stuff they were and did. So I'm realizing I might have just liked the idea of that person, not the actual person. So I'm not gonna act on that at all. I'm just gonna say I don't like this person. And I don't feel like anyone now because of that. So yeah, I don't think I can even rationalize how that feels anyway. So I'm probably gonna actually stay level 4 because it's not even just about what other people think; it's also what I think. So even when take that aspect, double loveless, I guess. I'm really surprised this hasn't become 20 minutes already. It's usually that long. It's only 12. Someone can get through all of this. One day, my friends are gonna find this channel. I know it. They randomly found my portfolio channel in my email. That randomly happened with a bunch of them on separate occasions. They all just figured that out after also finding my Instagram account without me telling them. That happens with like most of them too. This stuff is easy to find, and you can definitely get to this channel from the portfolio channel if you really try. My friends are gonna see this one day. That scares me, that they're gonna see all of this at some point. I hate that. I talk here because I need someone to talk to about this stuff, and I don't know who to talk to, so I go here for strangers. Anyone can watch this. So, when one of them finds this channel and asks me if I'm okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do at that point. I don't know. Not sure what came over me, but where's my script in here? A few days ago, I drew this little drawing of myself with a bunch of insults that some of them I've been called and don't like. Other ones I call myself. Like, I get called a twink and a femboy all the time when people start to really figure out that I'm, like, not straight. And then that's what they call me because they don't fully understand it. It's really hurtful. I don't like being called a twink, but I get called it so often. Even by friends, they call me that, and they don't realize what that means to me. And other things, I just kind of call myself, like, greaser, schizo. I've been called some of these things before. Stoner. Actually, I have been called schizo before. I've been called greasy. Yeah, that's one. That was a weird one. But these are things I'm scared about being called, and things I fear about myself, like juvenile. People just overlook me because I'm just some irresponsible juvenile, because I feel like that's how a lot of people actually view me. Some irresponsible juvenile, especially like the authority figures in my life. I think that's just how they view me. They don't a lot of the staff at school don't trust me. Got fag and faggot on there, junkie, greaser, tranny, oh dear, beaner, coconut. Yeah, I put that on there. You don't even know what that means. I bet. Yeah. Am I considered a... I'm gonna be so honest, I took one before recording. I think I'm technically a junkie. If I think about them that often, maybe I am then. I don't know how you consider it. I'll go like multiple days in a row feeling so good, and then on the towards the end of those few days, great day, and I'm with all my friends, and then I realize I felt terrible, and I said if I disappeared, no one would notice or care. And I'm with these people having such a good time with them. They would notice. Why did I say that about myself? I've considered asking them before, honestly. It's like all these things I've talked about, I'm really scared about. I've considered asking them, guys, if I hadn't deliberately told you guys a few times, would you guys know I was queer? I've considered asking a few of my friends that, honestly, just to see what they think. I can't ask them about other things, like, if they think that. So that's, like, the easiest one to ask. I should ask. I remember one time I was having a particularly rough day or week, I don't remember, and I just messaged the group chat, like, I love you guys so much. You don't even know. No double meaning, by the way, but I just really wanted to say last night. All of them replied like, "Oh, we love you too." I'm just like, this means so much to me. You don't even know. It's like, I'm not sane or stable. And my last shrink said I was neurotypical off of a 5-minute conversation where I said one-word responses to a few questions. God fuck, I hate shrinks.